Good morning, students. Today I am going to explain lesson number 4 of class 5, that is working with tables. So today I am going to explain this chapter, that is working with tables. Tables, you might have heard the word tables. This is not tables which you have learned in mathematics. This is another table. Table is like this. In MS Word, you can create table like this. In that, rows are there and columns are there. This is a table. So MS Word provides you a facility to create table. In this, you can organize your data in the form of rows and column. Like if you have to enter any data in the form of rows and columns, like in schools, if you have to enter the record of the student's name, father's name, mother's name, phone number, so you have to make like this table. Columns you have to make, rows you have to make, then you can enter the data. So if you want to organize any data in the tabular format, for that MS Word provides you one facility of creating tables. MS Word provides you a facility of creating tables. Now what is a table? Table is simply the collection of rows and column. If this is a table, so this is known as row. This is row 1, this is row 2, this is row 3, this is row 4. So these are known as row. This horizontal part is known as row and these are known as column. Like this is column 1, this is column 2, this is column 3, this is column 4, this is column 5. This vertical part is known as column. So this combination of rows and column forms a table. Now in table, one more thing is there, cell. Now what is cell? Cell is the intersection of row and column. What is cell? Cell is an intersection of row and column. Now what is intersection? Suppose if this is your table, in this, these are your columns and these are your rows. Where row and column meet, this single box, this one box is known as cell. So that's why it is called intersection of row and column. This column and this row, where these meet, that part is known as cell. So the single box of a column of a table is known as cell. So these are some parts of table. So if anyone will ask you what is table, table is a combination of rows and column. What is a cell? The single box or the intersection of row and column is known as cell. So MS Word provides you a very good facility to create tables. In MS Word, you can create table, you can organize your data in the tabular format. Now I will tell you how will you create table in MS Word. Now how will you create table in MS Word? In MS Word, one option is there for creating table. In MS Word, you have to click on Insert tab. Like Home tab, Insert tab is there. You will click on Insert tab and there you will get one table option. One table option is there. Like you can see in your book also. This like this. When you will click on Insert tab, you will get this table option. This table option you will get. And when you will click on this table option, it provides you 2-3 methods to create the table. In your book, you will read 2 methods. One is using grid of boxes. How will you create table using grid of boxes? One method is this and one is insert dialog box. This is the second method. So these 2 methods are given in your book. By any one method, you can create the table in MS Word, either using grid of boxes or insert dialog box. These both the options, both the method you will get on this table button. Now I will show you this on the laptop. How will you use this option, where you will get this option, and how will you create a table. Now see. Now students, you have to read the book. You will open your book, then you will watch this video, then only you will understand it. Now see, first I am going to tell you how will you open MS Word. You will click on this button. This start button is here. You will click on this start button. You will go to all programs. You might have opened MS Word so many times. And after that you will get Microsoft Office option. Microsoft Office option you will get. Then you will click on MS Word. You will search where is MS Word. This is Word. This is 2013. MS Word 2013. If you have 2007, you will open 2007. No problem in that. So like this, you will open MS Word in your computer. Now see how will you create the table. Now see how will you create a table. First you will go to this insert tab. This insert tab is there. You will click on insert tab. Then here this is your table option. You will click on this table option, and these are your boxes. Like here I am choosing 2 boxes. So see only 2 table, you can see it has only 1 row and 2 columns, because I have chosen only this row. That's why 1 row and 2 boxes like this. So 2 columns. So like I am choosing here like this. Now see, 2 rows, 2 columns. Like this, 2 rows, 3 columns. So how many columns and rows you want, you can choose from this grid of boxes and you can create the table. So this is the method to create the table using grid of boxes. Like I want to create a table with 6 rows and 4 columns. So first what you will do, you will choose 6 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 rows you will choose. Then 4 columns you will choose. Like this. And now you will get a table with 6 rows and 4 columns. So this is the method to create a table using grid of boxes. Now see how will you create using insert dialog box. Same method, you will go to table option, and here one insert table option is there. You will click on this insert table. This is second method, and after that you will get this box. Here you have to write how many rows and columns you want. Suppose I want 10 rows, 10 columns, and I want 8 rows. So you will enter the value here, and then you will click on OK, and after that you will get a table with 10 columns and 8 rows. So these 2 methods are there in which you can create table in MS Word. So these 2 methods are there. Now see, next topic is entering data. Now I will tell you how will you enter data into the table. Now see here. Now I have already told how to insert a table. Now how will you enter data into the table? These are your cells. These are columns and these are rows, and this one box is called cell. Simply what you will do, you will click in which you have to write, and anything what you want to write like this you can write. Click here. Now write here. Using tab key you can move to next cell like this. Using tab key, using up and down key you can move up and down, left, right. Any type of information you can enter like this. So like this you can enter information into your table. That is known as entering data into the table. Now in book C, next topic is given selecting different parts of a table. Now how will you select different parts of a table? Now for this, for selecting different parts of a table, some steps are given, like to select a cell, a row, a column, the entire table. So what you will do, it is given here. Now I am telling you on the table only. Look. Now see, selecting different parts of a table. If you have to select a cell in your book, first one is giving a cell. A cell means only one single box. So what you will do, you will click in front of the box. Like I want to select this one, fourth box. So what I will do, I will bring my cursor here and I will click in front of the box. I will click in front of the box. So now you can see this one box is simply selected. Like I want to select this one, number 1, only this first one. So what you will do, you will click only in front of first one. So only this first one single cell will be selected. Now selecting a row, if you have to select whole row, so click in front of the row. Like I want to select this one, click here. See, this whole row is selected. I want to select first one, click in front of the first row. So now in this way you can select the entire row, or by clicking and dragging also you can select the entire row. Like click here and drag, like this also you can select the entire rows. If you have to select a column, simply click in front of the column, or by like this dragging also you can select the entire column. Like this second column I have selected, so like this you can select the column. If you have to select whole table, so for selecting whole table, click on this button. This you can see this symbol, you can click on this symbol which is present on top of the table. This small symbol is there, this one, you will click on this one, and whole table will be selected. So this is the method to select entire table. Now for selecting text, it is also given. Like if you have to select a single word, if you have to select only a word, so what you will do, double click on the word. Means whatever word is written, you will double click with the mouse on that, so you can select a single word. If you have to select a sentence, means whole line, if you have to select, what you will do, you will press Ctrl key from the keyboard and click on the sentence. Like I want to select this first line, so what you will do, you will hold Ctrl key from the keyboard and you will click anywhere on this sentence. This whole sentence will be selected. Like block of text, if you have to select a block of, means only some part of the text, so click and drag to that place which you want to select. Click, like I want to select these 4-5 words, so click here and drag like this, so you can select only a part of the text also. If you have to select a paragraph, you will triple click on the paragraph. 3 times you have to click on the paragraph, then you can select a whole paragraph. So like this you can select anything inside table also, and you can select, if you want to select any text or letters, you can select that also. Now this much you have understood. Now next topic I am going to explain you, which is given in your book, that next one is inserting rows or column in a table and deleting rows and column in a table. So two things are there. One is inserting rows and columns in a table, and one is deleting rows and columns in a table. Inserting means adding new rows or columns to the table, and deleting means removing or deleting or erasing the unwanted rows and columns from the table. That is known as deleting. Now how will you do that? Suppose if this is your table, this is a table, this is column 1, column 2, column 4. 4 columns are there, 1, 2, 3, 4, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 rows are there in this table. So this is a table with 4 columns and 5 rows. Now I want to insert and one more row in that table. I want to insert one row. Suppose here I have written A. Here I have written any letter like B. This information I have filled in the table. Here I have written C, D, E. Now this is a table. It has 4 columns and 5 rows. Now here I have written B, C, D, E. Now what I want one more row after this. After second row, I want to insert one more row, and in that I want to write alphabet S. Means I want like this. First row I want B, second row I want first row A, second row B, then I want to write S, then C, then D, then E. Means I want here 6 rows. 5 rows table I have inserted. I want to insert one more. I want to increase one more row in my table. So how will you do that? It's very simple. Suppose I want to insert one row after second row. So what you will do? You will select this second row. Selecting I have told. You will simply click in front of the row. This whole row will be selected. And after that, after selecting the whole row, you will click on layout tab. One layout tab you will get in your MS Word. You will click on layout tab. There you will get one option, insert row above, and one more option, insert row below. 2 options are there. So here you have selected second row. So you want the row after second row. So you will choose insert row below option. This option you will choose. If you want to insert one row before second row, upside of the second row, then you will choose insert row above option. I want after second row, so I will choose insert row below option. So after that, what you will find? You will find one more row will be added. One more row will be added in your table, and after that you can write in this S letter. So like this you can insert rows in a table. Same way column is there. Like I want to insert one column after this third one. So what you will do? You will select this column which is near after which you want to insert. You will select whole column. Then again you will go to layout option. There you will get 2 options. Insert column left, insert column right. Like this column you have selected. If you want to insert one column this side, you will choose insert column left option. If you want to insert column after this, you will choose insert column right option. So like this you can insert or any row or any column in your table. Deleting is very simple. The row which you want to delete or column which you want to delete, simply select that and click on delete option. Then you can delete any row or any column from your table. It's very simple. Now I am going to show you on the laptop. Now see, this table is there. In that I have written some numbers. Like I have written it 2, 3, 4, and here I am writing 5. After that 6, then 7, then 8. Now 1, 2, 3, 4 I have not written. 4 I have forgotten. So what I will do now, I want to insert one row here. I want to insert a row, and there I want to write 4. Now how will you insert? I want to insert after 3. So select this one. Select the whole row 3. I want to insert after this, so I will select row 3. Then after that, here you will get layout option. This layout option is there. You will click on this. When you will click on layout option, here you will get insert above, insert below. So I want to insert after 3, so I will choose insert below option. See, as soon as I have chosen insert below option, you will get one extra row after this, and here you can write 4. Now if you want to insert above, like I have chosen third one, and I want to again on layout tab you will get, I want to insert one row above, click on above. So you will see one row will be inserted above of third row. Same way you can insert column also. Like I want to insert one column after class. So what you will do, you will again go to layout tab, and here insert left or insert right, 2 options are there. Now if I will click on insert left, so you will see one column will be inserted left side of this one. If I will choose insert right, so one see, this was selected, that's why here it is inserted. Now I am selecting class and I am clicking on insert right, so you will see one more column will be inserted after class. So like this you can insert rows and columns in your table. Now next one is deleting rows and columns in a table. Like I want to delete this row from the table, this row 1 from the table. So again you will go to layout tab, same method, and there one delete option is there. You will click on this delete option. It will ask if you want to delete cells, delete column, delete row. This is your row, you want to delete the row, so click on delete row. Whole row will be deleted. Like I want to delete this class column, select this class column, again go to layout tab and this delete option. This is your column, this time choose delete column. This will delete the whole column from the table. So like this way you can delete any row or any column from the table. So now I am going to explain you next topic of your book. Open your book and see in your book the next topic which is given in your book, that is formatting a table. Now formatting a table, do you know what is the meaning of formatting? Formatting means changing the appearance of anything. That is known as formatting. Formatting means making anything beautiful. So formatting means changing the color, applying different color, different themes to the table. That is known as formatting. So you can format your table also. You can change the color of the columns, rows or whole table or any theme if you want to apply to your table. That also you can do. So that I will explain you. And next topic which is given in your book, that is changing column width. You can change column width also. Column width means column or row width. Suppose if this is your table and these are your columns or these are your rows. This size of the column is known as column width. This size of the column is known as column width. If you want to increase or decrease this size of the column, for that also some options are there. You can increase or decrease this size of the column also. Suppose this size is small, you want to increase like this, you want to make this column big. So you can increase or decrease the size of the column, or you can increase or decrease the size of the row also. This is called size of a row and this is the size of a column. This is your column, so this is size of column. This is your row, so this is the size of row. So you can increase or decrease the size of column and size of row also, and this size is only known as column width and row size is known as row width. Column size is column width and row size is row width. Now see on the laptop how. Now first I am going to tell you formatting a table, which topic given in your book. Now if you want to format your table, then what you will do, you will go to design tab. This design tab is there. You will go to design tab and there so many formatting effects are there. Whichever you want to apply, in whichever color you want to change your table, select from here. You will see the same color will be applied to your table. So this is known as formatting. And if you want to change the color of single row, like I want to change the color of this, so click on this and from here you can fill any color in your row or in your table like this. You can fill any color from here. This is for highlighting, like you want to fill the color in the whole row, so you can choose from here. And like this you can change different rows and columns. Like this column I want to fill it with red color, you can make this red. Like this column I want to fill with another color, so click on this and choose the color, any color which you want to fill. So like this you can fill colors, you can change the formatting style of your table. This is known as formatting, changing the appearance of the table. Now see how will you change the column or row width. Now first I am removing this effect. This is a simple table. Now how will you change the column width? Column width means this size of the column. How will you change? like I want to change the column width of this one. So click on that, and after that what you have to do, you have to go to layout tab. In layout tab you will get one properties option. This properties option you will get, you will click on this properties option, and there one box will come. It will show row and column, both are given. If you want to change the width or size of the row, you will choose row from here. If you want to change of column, you will choose column from here. Like I want to change of column, so click on column. How much you want to increase or decrease, these numbers are given. Like I want 2.4 I have done, so it will change 2.4 inches. I have chosen a inches, so that's why it will change in inch. Now you can see this width of the column is increased. So like this you can change the width of the column. Because I have selected this one, so this one is only changed. If I will select whole, so whole table will be changed. Like I want to change row width, again go to properties option, this time choose row, and you can increase from here and click on OK. So this will increase the height of the row. Like this you can increase or decrease the row height and column width. Now next topic given in your book is splitting and merging cells. Now next one is splitting and merging cells. Now this I am going to tell you, one is splitting and one is merging. Now what is splitting? Splitting means dividing. Dividing means if single cell is there, you can divide this single cell into 2-3 cells. That is known as splitting. Splitting means dividing a single cell into 1, 2, 3 and how many you want, into many cells. That is known as splitting. Merging is opposite of that. Merging means combining. So what happens in merging? If there are, suppose 2 cells are there in a table, select this, and if you will click on this merge option, so it will combine. It combines many cell into single. This is the work of merging. What merging do? Merging combine many into one, and this splits one into many. So splitting means dividing a single cell into many small cells, and merging means combining 1, 2, 3 or many cells into a single cell. That is known as merging. Now see how will you do this. Now see how will you split cell. Suppose I want to split this cell. So first you click in this cell. After that you will go to, again you will go to layout tab. This layout tab is there. You will click on this layout tab. In layout tab you will get this split cell option. So you will click on this split cell option. It will ask in how many columns you want to split or how many rows. Suppose here I am giving 4. I want 4 columns of this cell, and how many rows you want to make inside that cell? I want to make 2 rows. So what it will do? It will make 4 columns in this single cell, and it will make 2 rows in this single cell, and click on OK. Now you will see how your cell is split. 1, 2, 3, 4 columns it has made. 1, 2, 2 rows it has made. So this is known as splitting. How many you want? Click on split button and give the value. You can split the cell. Now next one I am going to tell you, that is merging. Merging means combining. Suppose I want to combine the cells. Suppose I want to combine this 1, 2, 3, 4 cells into a single one. So what you will do? You will select these 4. Again you will go to layout option, and this time you will choose merge cells option. As soon as you will click on merge cell, you can see these 4 cells which I have chosen, they are merged together and it has become a single cell. So this is known as merging. So all have understood. Splitting means dividing cells into many, and merging means combining many cells into single cell. So this all have understood. Now next topic which is given in your book is applying borders to the table. Applying borders. Now if this is your table, if you have created any table in your MS Word, if you want to apply any border, you can apply different borders to your table. It will apply borders to these lines of your table. So for this also options are given. Now see how will you apply these borders in your table. I will show you on the laptop. Now see how will you apply borders to your table. This again, for applying borders to your table, you will go to this layout option, and there you will get border option. In this one, border option will be there. Not on layout option, it is on design tab. You will go to design tab, and there you will get one border option like this. One border option will be there, or one border style option is there. You can choose from here also, or this one you can choose. Come to last one, border and shading. Like this you will get border and shading option. If you want to apply border to whole page, you can click on page border, or borders, it will apply borders to your table. And see, so many types of borders are there. Like you can choose this one, this border. If you want to choose, if color you want of different border, like you want border of this color, you can choose color also from here for your borders. And here when you are applying border, here you have to choose apply to. You are applying only to table, so here options are given like table, cell or paragraph. You want to apply to whole table, so click on table option and click on OK. So this will apply border to your whole table. And in the same way, so like this you can apply borders to the table. And suppose if you want to change the border, this border styles are given. Like you want this one, you can choose another border for your table also. First you have to select your table. You will select whole table, and from here you can change the border of the table also. Go to border and shading option. Like you want to apply this one, you can apply this one also. Like this border to your table. So like this you can apply border option, and there in border option shading option is also there. In shading option what happens, if you will choose any color for your table, so it will fill the table with that color. Like orange I have chosen, so whole table will be filled with the orange color. If you want to fill into some cells only, so you have to select that. Like I want to fill this shading style in this only, then go to border and shading and choose that shading option and choose the color which you want to fill and click on OK. So it will fill only in that cell. So like this you can apply border and shading to your table. Now next topic which is given in your book is resizing table. Resizing means changing the size of the table. You can change or you can adjust the size of the table. That is known as resizing table. In resizing table there are some options, like one is auto fit content option is there, and one is auto fit window option is there, and one is fixed width option. Fixed width option is there. If you want to resize or if you want to change the size of the table, for that some of three options are given in your book. You can see these three options. One is auto fit content option. Now what is this auto fit content option? It adjusts the column width according to the data entered. Means if suppose this is your table this is your table and this is your cell. Suppose you are writing something here. Now space is not there. Space is not there. You want to write more numbers here. So what it will do, if you will choose this option, automatically this will shift the size of the column. It will increase the size of the column automatically. It will increase. It will shift according to the data. If the data is large, so it will make the size large. This according to data, it will adjust the size of the table. So this is known as auto fit content. Auto fit window means if your table is very big and it's not completely adjusted on the, if your table is very big and it's not adjusting on the screen of your computer. So if you will choose auto fit window option, it will adjust your table on the screen of the computer. Next one is fixed column width. Fixed column width means it will make the width of the column fixed. The width of the column will be fixed. If you have chosen 2 inches, so it will be fixed to 2 inches only. And suppose you are entering the data in this, and if space is not there, so it will wrap your text. It will come to next line automatically. So this, what it will do, it will make the column width fixed, and if data is more, so it will wrap the text. It will keep on sending the data to the next line, first line, second line, third line. So like that it will adjust. Now you see on the laptop, see if you want to increase or decrease the size of the table, for that now if you want to change the size of the table, for changing the size of the table, here one option is given. This small box you can see, this is your table resize option. When you will bring your mouse over this, then you see your mouse will change to double-headed arrow, and by clicking and dragging you can increase or decrease the size of the table like this. This is known as changing the size of the table. By this option, by bringing your mouse here, you can increase or decrease the size of the table by dragging this from here. If you want to increase, you can increase. If you want to decrease, you can decrease also. And for changing the size of the table, some more options are given, like auto fit content option is there. This you will go to layout tab. In layout tab you will get this auto fit option. Like there are 3 options: auto fit content, auto fit window, fixed column width, which I have explained. Like if I will choose auto fit content, auto fit, suppose now if I am writing anything, see, automatically it will adjust the size. This I have told, like if you will increase, automatically it will increase the size, it will adjust the size. Next one is auto fit window. If you will choose this, so this will adjust your table according to the screen of the computer, window screen. Next one is fixed column width. If I have clicked on fixed column width, now if you write anything, it will not increase the size of the column, but it will wrap your text to the next line. That is fixed column width option. Now this you all have understood. I have shown you on the laptop also. Now next one is calculation in table. Now this calculation is given in, how will you do calculation in table? For that one formula option is given, and in your book this sum is given, how to add the numbers. How will you do the sum? Means some formula is given there. How will you sum is add the numbers in the table. And next one is updation in the table. Updation option is also given, and for that one F9 key is used. Now see, suppose if this is your table, you have entered some numbers in the table like 10, 20, 30, and here you have calculated the sum, so your 60 will come here. Now if you have, suppose there are only 3 values, but if there are 1000 or 2000 values, and suppose you have done changes in some numbers, like here I have done 20, like this I have changed some numbers, so now this formula, this sum will also be changed. Now you have to update this. For that you don't have to do by your own. In MS Word, this facility is given. F9 key, you will select the values, you will press F9 key and automatically you will see this sum will be corrected. Means automatically the sum will be corrected. If you will change any values of the where you have applied formula, if you will do any change in the values, so automatically it will update the sum. Now see on the laptop how will you do. Now see, I am going to tell you calculation, like I am writing here 10, 30, some values I am writing like this. So these values I have written, 4 values I have written. Now I will add and I want the answer here. So you click here. Now for addition, what you will do, you will go to layout tab. This layout tab you can see, you will go to layout tab and here one formula button is there. You will click on this formula button. It is in data group. You will click on formula button and here formula will come. Sum above means here you want the answer, so this above values will be added. Sum means it will add the above values. If left you will write, it will add the left side values. Right, if you want, it will add the right side values. So here values are above, that's what above is coming here. Now click on OK. Now you can see this is your answer. Now suppose what I am doing, your answer is 199. Now see what is updating in the table. Now I am changing the value. Here I am writing 234. This value also I am changing. Second value. Here I am writing 90. Now 2 values I have changed. Now your sum will also be changed. Now it will not be 199. Now again, instead of applying the formula, what you do? You simply select the values like this till where you want the answer, till there. Whole you will select and simply you will press the F9 key from the keyboard. F9 key is there, you will press the F9 key and as soon as you will press the F9 key, automatically you will see the sum will be corrected. Now sum is coming 457. So you don't have to apply the formula again, only selecting and pressing the F9 key will update the values of the table. This is known as updating calculation in table. So all might have understood this one. How will you add and how will you update the values in the table? So this chapter is not very tough. You read the chapter, watch this video, and if you have computer at your home, practice it. Whatever I am telling on the laptop, you do and you practice at your home also. Then read the chapter, see the steps as I am telling you, follow that, and then you can understand the chapter very clearly. Thank you. If any problem is there, you can ask me anything if any doubt is there in any topic. Thank you.